Hi, welcome to Meet the Artist. This program is brought to you by Hedberg Public Library and JATV Media Services. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. Meet the Artist features various local artists whose work will be on display in monthly exhibits at Hedberg Public Library. In the studio today, we have the very talented photographer, David Abb, our featured artist for the month of September. Welcome to the studio, David.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Great. So let's go back to how you got involved in photography in the first place.
Well, back about 25 years ago, my wife got a point-and-shoot camera for Christmas. And I really kind of wanted to try it, so I kind of hijacked her camera. And I have not had a camera not be by my side ever since.
Wow. And how did she feel about that?
Well, at first she was a little upset, but as the years went on, she accepts it, and now she kind of laughs about it.
That's good. So was there a particular early photo that you took that someone said to you, wow, or that was one of your favorites?
One of the first photos that really got me into photography and really kind of pushed me was one long before I got the camera, and that was a picture I took of my son. And he was in his bassinet, and he has his blanket kind of up over his head, and he's looking up. And everybody who had seen that picture just absolutely loves it, and my wife thinks that is her favorite picture. And that really kind of pushed me forward a little bit.
Wow, that's really cool, especially a personal picture like that. Very nice. So did you study photography after that, or what happened?
It's been pretty much self-taught. I've looked some things up online. One of the things I really try to do is I surround myself and get myself in with people who know what they're doing. And I ask a lot of questions. And so I kind of learn from them. I self-teach. And that's where I'm at now.
That's so awesome. Very good. So are there certain photographers, famous ones, or local photographers that you look up to? Or
actually, there are several. One of the first ones was Pat Sparling. He was one of the first people when I had things at the farmer's market. He would come and he would talk to me. And him and I have gone out and have shot things together, and he has given me a lot of tips. Kim Holek, I really, really like what she does, and she gives me a lot of tips. And Marcia Mood. I really, really am enthralled with everything that she does, and she has given me many, many tips throughout the years.
Those are some great names in our community. So you are surrounded by wonderful talent, and here you are, one of them as well. Do you explore any other types of art?
Right now, not really. I do, at my work, I work with adults with developmental disabilities, and we do a lot of crafts. And so I do a lot of clay art, I do a lot of finger painting, things like that, and that I really enjoy doing too. So I guess, yes, those I like to do.
Nice, very nice. And so I'm excited to talk about these pieces that you brought here today. Let's start with the one next to you. That is just breathtaking. What inspires you to photograph this tree? I know this is not your only photograph of this tree.
No, this tree is, I call this the living tree, the tree of life. And this is my absolute favorite tree, bar none. And it's just, it shows strength, and it shows purpose, and it's kind of like my spirit tree. I go there when I am troubled. I go there when I need to just kind of unwind. And it's very calming for me.
And this is in Rock County.
And this is in Rock County on Weary Road.
It's got a beautiful shape, but then you captured these colors and the sun. Just a real talent to see that.
I have to admit, Jim Richter was the one who showed me this tree originally.
Oh, yay, Jim.
Through one of his paintings.
Another artist.
Yes.
So fantastic. And how about this one? This looks like a painting, really. It's just the makeup of the colors, the composition. It's gorgeous.
That I call Rolling in the Field. and it just reminds me of a farm. And I grew up on my grandma and grandpa's farm, and I love farms.
It's gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Really beautiful. And how about over here? What do we have?
I love sunsets. That is something that I strive for, and that is also on Weary Road, like my tree. And that's just another place that's very calming for me. It's very someplace I can go and just unwind and meditate.
And is it quiet enough that you can just kind of hang
Yes.
out there in the middle?
Yes, it is.
That's fantastic. I love these locations that you have chosen, and you're kind of drawn to the rural life.
Yes. Well, rural life in Rock County. In my pictures, I choose Rock County because I feel that you don't have to travel very far to see true beauty. And there are so many wonderful and beautiful things here in Rock County that
Isn't
we
that
can
the
explore
truth?
and see.
That's so true. So, in all your picture taking, where's the most unusual place you've been to take a photo?
That was not here in the state. That was just recently down in Alabama.
Oh, yeah?
My wife talked me into this. There is a gorge down there, New River Gorge. And there is a bridge that is 850 feet above there. And there's a catwalk underneath the bridge, which is about 25 feet. So you're about 800 feet above the ground on the catwalk. And as you were walking across, I was taking pictures.
Neat.
Oh.
I'll bet it was breathtaking.
It was just gorgeous.
Very cool. So, now for a silly question. Do you have a favorite food that you like to photograph?
Pizza.
Pizza?
Because
Pizza.
all of my pictures, not one is like another one. And a true pizza, there's not one pizza that is truly like another pizza. So
It's
it kind
true.
of mirrors my photography.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
And do you like pizza?
Oh, I love pizza. I absolutely love it.
Well, that's good. You take the picture first, then you eat it.
Yes.
And what advice would you give to an aspiring photographer? Let's say someone out there is looking to get started, or maybe they just use their cell phone. Are there some tips that you could share?
Biggest one is be yourself. A lot of people say photography is what you see. And that is not necessarily true. Photography, there's a lot of feeling involved in photography. And you need to follow that. And you need to follow your feelings, because for me, if I can't feel the picture, I'm not going to take the picture. So take what you love. Don't worry about what everybody else wants, but just take what you like, and other people will like it also.
I love that advice. That's awesome. Now, you've done you're down at the farmer's market often. Tell us about your places where you exhibit, display various past exhibits.
My very first photography display was in a coffee shop, which is no longer here. And that was Kudo's Coffee Shop downtown. And he was the first person to really say, hey, I'd like to display that. And I have been in Almost Home, consignment shops downtown, the farmer's market. I've been at the Tallman House a few times, and now going to be at the library.
That's super exciting. And how did you choose the photos for your upcoming exhibit? Was that a challenge?
Actually, not so much. Again, I like to really show what the beauty in Rock County. And so the name of my display is going to be Day Tripping Through Rock County. And so I am trying to make it so as you walk through the display, you're walking through Rock County and you're doing a day trip through my pictures.
I love that. That's so cool. Very exciting.
It is.
Are you excited for this?
Oh, I can't wait. I really like to get out there. And as motto to my business is letting people see what I see. And this is really going to do that.
I'd say you might want to call it Dave Tripping Through Rock County.
I like that, Dave Tripping Through Rock County.
Thank you for coming in today and
thank you for having
allowing
me.
our viewers to get a sneak preview of your beautiful work and to help us to get to know the artist behind this photography. And we invite the public to come visit the library this month and check out David's display. And if you'd like to learn more about David Abb's beautiful photography, you can find his information displayed on your screen. Thank you for joining me today. Please check out this program on JATV Media Services, Charter Cable Channel 994. You can also find it on JATV Media's YouTube channel. Remember, don't wait for another day. Go out and make some wild, whimsical, wonderful art. I'm your host, Teresa Nguyen. I'll see you next time on Meet the Artist.